a member of the Team Automotive Group.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Happy Friday. Happy parade weekend Friday.
Yeah.
Happy kicking off all the games Friday.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
We got the greens going.
I know.
All at St. Patrick. We need to get you at the wall.
Oh, disappear.
We need to get you
Floating
at the
head.
wall. Like Liz Cohead. Just
Whoa, floating around.
Floating around.
We gotta test it. Let's see.
We got some time. Oh, we got some time. Let's talk to our Steve. Look, for you, you and Johnny, you can never wear green ever.
Sure can.
No.
Because you get at the green walk, you just disappear. But ooh.
Floating
I
heads.
remember, but it was a couple of years ago you had on the green
Sure
dress.
did.
We threw you up there.
Yeah, our director Bobby May got me floating right above the Children's Hospital.
Oh.
My head was just
Well,
inching along.
With that little angelic face
Exactly,
up there.
exactly. Something good for the
y'all are
kids.
so sweet.
Exactly
I love
right.
y'all.
Speaking of green. Green, yellow, orange, red out there.
Right. Yeah, there's going to be some color on the
Yeah.
radar screen through the day. This morning, not so much as of yet, but it's on the way. Here's our first alert radar network, starting out mainly dry. A couple of light showers showing up in southwest Mississippi. Here's the key in our forecast moving forward. It's these showers and storms that are up to our north this morning. How will those progress southward through the day? So let's give you the HRRR's kind of presentation on what it thinks. So as we advance this, it does show a few showers and storms through the morning. I've got rain chances 20 to 30%. There's that line though at noon. And then watch, it kind of takes a lot of the energy a little bit east of us through mid-afternoon. That's 4 o'clock, but does generate some additional storms on the tail end of that disturbance late afternoon into the evening. That's at 7 o'clock. So still some uncertainty. I think we've got good rain chances on the way, but how is that line going to progress? Will the back end hold together? And then you'll note late tonight, the HRRR hinting at some additional storms developing out to our west. Right now, we're largely dry. It's overcast. It is awfully muggy outside. 77, feeling like 79 at the airport in Baton Rouge. So most of us in the 70s right now, although Macomb has dropped to 68. Temperatures around 80 at noon, low 80s for highs, could sneak into the mid 80s, 20 to a 30% rain chance through the morning, 70 to 80% as we get into the afternoon. Now, let's pick up futurecasts at midnight tonight, again showing the potential of another wave moving in tonight and then exiting before daybreak Saturday, so it has Saturday morning mainly dry. We hit parade time now, 10 a.m. as the wearing of the green parade starts, and you'll note doesn't have much, but it does show some isolated showers at noon. And then it actually gets things more active near and north of the interstates during the afternoon on Saturday into the evening. We'll have to keep an eye on that potentially for the Denham Springs Parade. So for the wearing of the green here in Baton Rouge, as it lines up in the morning, I think mainly dry. I'll go 20% rain chance as we start at 10 a.m. Temperatures low 70s. 30% rain chance by noon. We're in the mid 70s. And then as parade winds down, we're in the upper 70s. Rain chances climbing a bit into the afternoon. And again, for Denham Springs, a little higher rain chance, I think. So keeping an eye on the radar. I still think a decent chance we get the parade in. Upper 70s falling into the mid 70s, but maybe a little bigger risk of storms for the Denham Springs Parade. Now today there is a 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather near and north of the interstates. Not so much tomorrow, but again Sunday, much of the area in that 1 out of 5 marginal risk. So our most active weather looks to be later today and again on Sunday, sandwiched in between Saturday, not terrible, not ideal, but not terrible, with some scattered rains around that we're dodging for the parades. All the rain gone by Monday. We are drier and cooler early next week with another rain chance moving in by Thursday. Time now just shy of 7:07.
Oh my.
Look at that magic act.
Look
Wow.
at this. I got to be careful where I point.
Yeah, easy.
Here, I'll shrink a little bit. I'll be Pierre Part. Pour it out?
I don't think this is going to end well. She's wearing a shade of green that doesn't really, match
So
with the
it's
green wall there.
Semi-invisible.
Yes.
Semi-invisible.
So it just kind of, it looks like a chameleon.
Yes,
you know?
you are. Well, you are.
What?
You evolve to whatever situation you're put in. You
That's
just
sweet.
do.
I learned from y'all.
No,
Best.
we're learning from you, and not very well.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah,
just look
clearly
at-
you aren't.
Look at Steve. I mean, Steve's just, bless his heart.
Oh, bless it.
All right, well, if you'll step out, because I don't want to point where I'm not supposed to point.
Oh, there we go.
I could have ended very poorly. Besides what's going on in the studio, we have a couple of other wrecks to tell you about. One of them, the older one of the two, Thomas Delpit at Harrison, real close to Lloyd Burgess Avenue. And this is a newer one, Burbank near Nicholson, near campus. And we have one on the interstates on I-12 right past Sherwood before Airline. And it's off to the right shoulder. They called it a wreck, but I see a gentleman has a hood up, so they may be dealing with something like that. But that far right lane was affected. This is going I-12 westbound past Sherwood toward Airline. No real big backups. That's the camera between Millerville and Sherwood. So that's your Sherwood Forest exit at the very top right of your screen, and that's kind of where we're starting to see some of those backups because of this on the side of the road, with folks kind of slowing down when they get to that point on the interstate. Otherwise, the traffic flow coming out of Denham Springs, a little slow there as well. The Nicholson resurfacing. Have you been over there lately? It is a nightmare between downtown and campus. There road work north and southbound, road work everywhere. In fact, coming up a little later on this morning, we're going to tell you about a couple of postponements on a road project that's coming up this weekend, put to next weekend. 7:08, we do it every morning, give you a little update on some of the headlines you might have missed for 9 News this morning. So don't go away. Matt Williams and Liz Coe will be giving you those updates in just about 60 seconds.
Well, at 7:10, welcome back. We're following a number of news headlines, including some crime alerts.
Yeah, and one is a family out there right now looking for justice, trying to find justice for a shooting victim who was shot and killed here. And Liz, this story's just been heartbreaking from the very, very beginning. This one right here, a father of 7 taken away.
2 of his daughters actually spoke with members of our team, sharing how he was as a father, what kind of man he was. You're looking at a photo here. This is 56-year-old Roderick Adams. He was actually killed while leaving a convenience store on March 1st in Baton Rouge. So you can see pictures of his beautiful family there. Well, we spoke with his daughters, who said they're just asking anyone something. The lines she said: a tattoo, a missing shoelace, something to help police identify a possible suspect.
Anything.
They're just looking for some kind of answers to get justice.
They're reaching and they're reaching to the public, which always, they've come through in so many different ways. So if you can help out, make that phone call to please 344-STOP and keep that number handy. Let's go take you down to Gonzales. Tanger Outlet, right? Very popular spot, a lot of different stores down there. Apparently, a couple people walked out of the Nike store, not paying for anything?
The outlet, $1,000 worth of merchandise. So Gonzales PD asking for your help to see if you know either of these 2 individuals, and if you can help identify them. Gonzales PD looking for who they are. Make that call to Crime Stoppers. It's 344-STOP. And then in Baton Rouge, another investigation that involves the Capital Region Crime Stoppers. They're asking you for help seeking out a rape suspect. Yeah,
19-year-old DeAndre Spurlock wanted on a couple counts of first-degree rape, aggravated burglary as well. So again, to Liz's point, if you know anything that might be able to get them going in the right direction, that number works. It works so well down here because of you. It's going to be 344-STOP. See if you can't help them out a little bit. Speaking of helping folks out, a new housing development in Baton Rouge, mid-city kind of part of the world. They call it the government corridor. This is all about making available affordable housing in a good spot.
This is a joint venture between the Louisiana Housing Corporation, the City of Baton Rouge, Aetna, and a number of different places. You're getting a look there. They're cutting the ribbon there at one of the 31 beautiful homes. So some of them, they're going to be apartments, and then there's 34 of those single and duplex style homes. Matt mentioned it. It's that Government Street corridor. Some of these homes is actually on North Street too. You can see single family homes, and when you talk about having affordable housing, this is one of the solutions to it, right? You keep talking about developments in the works. It's already here. It's ready for people people to move into and live in.
It's kind of, what is it, America Street? So if you go in between Baton Rouge High and the interstate,
Yes.
right? That little section right there, that's where this is. It's a
Yeah.
number of homes, number of houses. What a great investment. Speaking of homes and housings, okay, that's EBR.
Yeah.
Livingston Parish, trying to get a handle on developments out there. There's a moratorium in place right now, and the parish council is trying to make sure that everybody understands what this moratorium is.
And remember when we had a number of those developments kind of brewing, proposals
yeah.
for a lot of land there in Livingston Parish? Well, the parish council actually voted during the last administration and this current, they want to put that pause on any new developments because they're trying to figure out how to prevent another 2016, the flood to that degree, and how it's going to mitigate some of that for the current existing developments there.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out where can that water go and what's the best possible route if more development's on its way.
So we'll be paying attention to that.
Sure
We
will.
only got about a minute left here with you, so we want to make sure that you know there's a bunch of activities going on. Easter egg hunts for adults, for kids. You've got parades going on. You've got sports. You got athletics going on. All the different things. Go ahead, walk in front of the camera, Johnny. Go ahead. Come on.
Might as well.
Let's
We're
do it.
talking Easter.
It's all these different events, and so we're not
Yes.
going to spend too much time on just one of them. Find the website, WAFB.com, your 9 News app. Find something to do this weekend. Just make sure you have a very important tool with you. Chances are you're going to need that First Alert weather app.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, look, if you're headed to the parades tomorrow, it doesn't look like a washout, but it's not rain-free either. So it's keep the app handy, a poncho, an umbrella, something like that. The other thing I would tell people is don't go out there with the new shoes, right?
Yeah.
Because we're probably going to get some rain today, might get some. So, you might be walking through some puddles, some mud. So whatever shoes you got on, make sure you're comfortable getting those a little bit dirty.
Mud has
K-Down
been
Reeboks.
detected in your area.
Yeah, there you go.
Are you still vying for that? Taking over the voice on it?
Lightning has been detected in your. I'm the radio voice.
Yeah.
I should be doing that.
Wow, you got to fight Jay for it then.
I'm not fighting Jay for anything.
Nope.
I will lose that fight.
Coming up on 9 News now.
Maybe you'll get your own app.
If you're looking for the perfect companion for family fun and adventure, or wanting to find adventure beyond the ordinary, experience all that the Toyota Tundra has to offer. Save on your new Tundra right now at Team Toyota, I-12 and O'Neill.